Okay, so there's options then for how you build. And we've set up 3 different types of building options. One is we're calling it prefabricated intensive building. That is where we're trying to prefabricate as much as possible off-site, bring it to site and crane it in. So that's one option. The next is one I think is sort of not discussed much, but which is a highly useful one with wood, which is site-based component assembly. That is where you take components that are relatively small, you bring them to near the site, you assemble them into a bigger bit that you can't put on a truck, and then you pick them up and you put them in the building. So the photograph that's there is actually the roof of the National Portrait Gallery in Canberra. So each of those components that you see on the crane there is about 14 metres long. So they actually brought all the trusses from the truss plant as flat pack. They then assembled them next to the building site into these modules and picked the modules up and put them in place. And it saved them a heap because they could do a lot of things on the ground without having to pay for scaffolding and a whole range of other things. Now with wood that's quite easy because the wood comes at the right size, it's relatively light and it's relatively easy to handle. The last one is then general construction, which is, most of us are used to, which is you make it up and you just handle everything, cut everything to size. So if we're going with prefabricated intensive building, there's various things we can do. We know we can make volumetric modules, we know we can make panels, and we know we can make a stick, and we can cut the stick to the right size. We might even put connectors and other things into it. And in our building, we could say, okay, well, we're going to panelise the floor, we're going to make sticks, and then all our beams and columns are going to come, they're all going to be the right size, and all the connections are going to be prepared before we actually get it there.